everyone, it's Lisa, and I am here to give you my October TBR, the books I'm going to be reading in October. On a side note, I will be on BookTube for 1 year this month, and what got me involved so much was the Spookathon and all of the read-alongs that happen in the month of October. I love a scary read, a psychological thriller, anything like that I am in for, and so, I don't know, I just caught the bug and jumped on the bandwagon, and the middle of the month I will be on BookTube for 1 year. So I'm excited for this month because I am able to pull all the books off my shelf that I've been waiting to read and get them done this month. And then at the end of the month I like to put them, or as many as I can, in my little free library outside so that when we get trick-or-treaters, parents or kids can look in and see if they want to grab any of the books that I put in there. Another little side note, last month I only read one book and it was a really great one. I'll put the link down below to that video. It was a really spectacular historical fiction book. And I did read another book, but I did not finish it. It was called A Mother's Reckoning, and it was written by Sue Klebold, and she is the mother of one of the shooters from Columbine. So I was reading the book and reading her perspective, and I didn't think I knew that's what it was at first. I thought maybe it was a mother of one of the children that had been shot and killed or something like that, and it wasn't. It was from the mother's point of view of her son. And it was really hard for me to read. The first half of the book, basically, the mother's in denial of anything that, happened. It could not possibly be her son that did this. And I just really couldn't finish it. I have 2 boys myself, and it was just really making me very anxious. And so I DNF'd it. Maybe I can finish it another time, but it was a really hard book. Talk about terrifying books. If you're looking for that kind of horror, like real life horror, that would be a good book for you to read this month. So here are the books that I am going to read. Actually, the first one I'm reading right now, and it's on my Kindle, which I don't have, but it's called The Lying Game by Ruth Ware, and this book is part of Lisa's Books and Smiles book club, and I can't even tell you how much I'm loving this book. So Ruth Ware, she wrote The Woman in Cabin 10, which I wasn't too crazy about. It was okay, but not like spectacular. But this book, for some reason, I am just so immersed in it, and now it's like, okay, I don't even want it to finish. I don't want to think badly about anyone. I don't know what's going to happen. So really good read so far. And I'm just so excited that I found a book because I feel like I've been in this reading slump, and this book has gotten me out of it. It's gotten me interested and passionate, and so now I am able to look at the other books on my list and see what I can get done this month. I need to do some major catching up if I'm going to catch up to my Goodreads goal, which I think I put down 65. I might be at like 48, 49, and I could totally do that if I wanted to for the end of the year. So let's see what happens. Another book on Lisa's list for this month is Blood Sisters by Jane Correy. It was my first book I ordered from Book Depository, and I have not received it yet, but it will most likely be on my list to read this month. Next book I have in my hand is called Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk, and I've had this for a while. It is about a beauty queen who gets disfigured and that kind of crazy kind of story. It got really great reviews, and I've not read anything by him yet, so I'm excited to get into this story. Of course, Stephen King is the best horror writer out there, but I don't have time to read one of his huge novels. Usually his novels are like really big, and I'm not going to do that to myself. But I found a small one, and it's called The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, and it's relatively small. And love Stephen King and his writing, so it's been on my shelf. It's getting read this month. And right after that, I have a book by Joe Hill called Horns. And this is Stephen King's son, who obviously has gotten into the writing thing. So actually, I think I just saw something where they are writing a book together, and it might already be out. I'm not sure, but and I think this is a movie as well. So much going on. I'm so sorry. But I'm excited to read it. I'm hoping that it's good, and I'm looking forward to reading his writing style to see how it differs from his dad's. I've heard so many good things about this, so I'm really excited to read it. So last on my list is The Girl Before by JP Delaney. This is a book about an apartment, I think, that is haunted or something wrong with it. So a girl rents the apartment and is murdered or killed or something somehow, and then the next girl goes through the same thing, and it's like this repeating cycle of what's going on, suspense kind of thing. I heard it was really good. Right up my alley to read something like this. I know this is like probably not going to happen, but I have 2 more books that I would really like to read. They are both psychological thrillers, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick if I get there. The first one is The Bones of You by Debbie Howells, and I just love this cover. It's gorgeous, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it, but it's on my shelf, my to-be-read shelf this month. And then finally, The Ruining by Anna Collomore. Another psychological thriller. Have you read either of these? Do you have like a suggestion of which one I should read? I don't know if I'll get there, but I can roll them over to November. There are so many books that I've been wanting to read and have not gotten to, and it's really frustrating. But on the other side of it, I'm so happy with the book that I'm reading right now that, you know, gives me all the feels, and I'm ready to jump back in and really, you know, stop wasting time doing other silly things. What else is there to do besides read? Seriously. My kids want to eat. They're old enough to make food themselves. Seriously, they want to eat like every day, and I have to like be that person to feed them? No. 13 and 16, they can make mac and cheese for dinner tonight because I'm just reading, and that's all there is to it. So thank you for watching, and I hope to give you some good reviews of these books by the end of the month. What are you reading for October? Anything scary, spooky? Do you like that kind of thing? Are you going to branch out? I'd love to hear what you're reading down in the comments below. Maybe give some more horror suggestions because I don't have that much really. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys real soon. Bye!